Yo, this is Daniel, Show of Force, here in Malta. Found a pretty cool background. Kind of smells like pee here, but whatever, like sacrifices for you guys. Hope you appreciate it. Today I have a very cool, long-awaited poker video for you guys. Special one on my journey from low stakes to high stakes, and I kind of cover like the four pillars that made me go within a year from low stakes to high stakes. At the end of the video, actually, I would be making a big announcement, so stay tuned for that as well. Let's get into it. I prepared some notes on my phone here because I want to be pretty thorough for you guys, because I gave this quite a bit of thought. What made me make the jump from low stakes to high stakes in 1 year, and why other guys could not do it and why I could not do it before. So actually I'm gonna show some results for this past year for myself. And high stakes went good. At 500 zoom also went pretty good. The unbeatable 500 zoom, the stake I dreamed about beating for so long. I was fantasizing about this, and probably you guys are as well. So I want to break this whole success period, this 1 year of success, into these four pillars. And I think these four pillars were all essential, and I would not have done it without any of these ones. So the first pillar was having a poker environment. What do I mean? Surrounding myself with poker. I kind of break down this to three components, I guess. First of all, was me living with MMA Sherdog and around Panda, two of the bluff the spot coaches for a while, and this was me seeing high stakes, me seeing it is possible, showing my brain it is possible to play high stakes. People at high stakes are not that amazingly good wizards, and showing my brain this is possible, I feel it went such a long way. The second thing was I was surrounded by poker, right? Here in Malta, I only knew poker players, so I was always in this poker environment. And third of all, I was in touch with another friend from Romania, shout out to Razvan, my boy, who was at a very similar level with me, and all these years I kept in touch with him and we pinged ideas back and forth, so that was hugely helpful as well for me. So all these three things, having this poker environment, I feel was such a big factor. Okay, the second pillar was complete immersion. What do I mean by this? My mind was basically went to poker mode, and that was basically it. That was the most I was doing. And there's actually a quote I remember from one of our friends here. Oh yeah, Daniel, he was going out with us for a while, here in Malta, but then at some point he stopped coming out with us, and soon he started crushing high stakes. It's oh, okay, yeah, that's actually kind of how it went, right? You have to have this unidirectional mind where you're always there, really immersed, in the long term, really immersed. What do I mean by this? It's you have to understand. There is two modes I feel you can be improving. If you want to go to high stakes, I was really motivated to go to high stakes. If you want that, you cannot do that and then go do some other stuff, really hang out with your friends a lot, travel a lot, do other things. Yeah, part-time. You cannot do it part-time. You can do it part-time, do other things, have other things going on, if you want to maintain your skill level. But if you want to aggressively go up, I wanted to, oh, you have to realize you have to catch up and pass some players. And just by cruising, you cannot do that. So I want to make this distinction of really immersing yourself and realizing you have to make some sacrifices. You have to have poker mind and only this direction. This was huge for me. Only thinking about poker, not going out. And soon enough, I went to high stakes. All right. So the next pillar was having a passion for improvement in poker. And the guys that know me well, they know I love spending time in the lab. I love improving. That's my main motivation with poker. That's my main enjoyment. Not just necessarily grinding, putting a lot of time in grinding, but just improving. And that meant, of course, a lot of work on myself, by myself, with Pio Solver, and like really trying to figure stuff out, always applying it, always trying to like apply this stuff in my game. I think like this was very important actually. Okay, backed up a bit here. And fourth pillar was getting coached. And for those of you who don't know, I was in Bluff the Spot getting coached as a student for like 1 year. And for me, like being able to learn from MMA Sherdog, like someone who already beat Highstakes, was a huge factor for me, because all this gave me like two main points, I would say. Number one was guidance. So what do I mean by this? Like I could put the work in by myself, which I did afterwards, but I feel like it's so tough in poker that it's like so easy to be like scattered all over the place, and you don't know like where do I put my time in. I can improve this and this and this. It's so easy to go like all over and then like not really improve. And I feel like guidance, having the guidance of like someone who was at my level and he's now playing high stakes, he can now like make like streamline this whole process of improvement and like show me, like guide me, okay, how do I improve, where do I put my focus on. And this made a huge difference for me. And the second factor in this whole coaching thing was certainty, confidence. What do I mean by this? Was like, oh, I know what I'm learning now actually works because he has already been there, he's using this, so it really gave me confidence in what I'm learning and in myself and in my game. Because otherwise it's so easy, right? It's so easy to like, am I even like doing the right thing? Is this even like a good strategy? Am I even gonna win like this? So I feel like this was like huge for me. So right now, like putting all these four pillars together, so having the poker environment like all around me, like stimulating me like poker, then having this one-minded way of like me myself, I was only involved with poker, like this was like my main thing. Thirdly was like really like a lot of passion for improving and really focusing on improving every day, always thinking, okay, how can I get better. Fourth, getting coaching, just getting that guidance, someone like to really streamline my improvement. Speaking about coaching, I have quite a big announcement to make. From what you guys know, probably I used to be a coach for Bluff the Spot. I coached like over like 70 students probably. I coached one-on-one so many types of students, and so far I only took like 1 or 2 students to work with privately that they really asked to work with me. But now I'm thinking about like giving back more, and as I decided to actually stop going for like the top spot in poker and actually start going a bit into business and other stuff, I decided it's time for me to like start giving back to you guys a bit and opening the possibility of getting coached by me one-on-one. So I guess what kind of sets me apart as a coach, as I said, is like having a lot of experience, coached so many guys. I saw so many patterns of like what can go wrong. Like if I see you, like I see your style, probably I already know what's going wrong. And of course, I guess being a Pio wizard, because in Bluff the Spot from the coaches, I was kind of the Pio wizard of the crew. Of course, I'm gonna have like pretty limited space. I'm probably gonna only get like a few students. I don't want to fill up my time because again, like I will want to still play and also get into some other stuff. I wanted to like first put this out on YouTube here because you guys are my followers. I want to put it on my channel and give you priority before I go more mainstream and maybe announce it onto +2 or something. I think this is like a good time for you to get coaching by me. I think if it's like you're trying to break from low stakes, break into mid stakes better, like 200 zoom, 100 zoom maybe, to 500 zoom, like really establish yourself as a reg there, or you have been playing some mid stakes already and like you have decent results and you want to break into like the high stakes world, where I have recent experience with all this path, and I did coach guys kind of like who were on this path recently. So that's for you then. And I guess I want to finish on giving you a bit of an idea of how it is to work with me. I guess I have like kind of 2 programs, where one is like the long-term one, where I really personalize an approach for you, where like I see your leaks and I make your like a really personalized improvement plan, really streamlining your improvement process. And I guess kind of like the shorter version would be like, let's say you come with some topics you want to know about, you come with questions, and something I would encourage you, if you're like only planning to get a bit of coaching from me, ask me for like the Pio Solver coaching. Ask me to teach you how to use Pio Solver to improve. So if you are looking to get coached by me, if you want to streamline your like progress write me an email. I'm gonna put my email in the description below, and we'll chat more there. Okay, long-winded video, finishing it up. It's kind of getting evening here in Malta. I'm gonna get a smoothie because I deserve it for putting this video up for you guys. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Subscribe, like the video, let me know what you think about it. This has been Daniel. Show of force. Good luck at the tables.
Yeah, it's the pokers. I play it every day. Got the sturdiest chip stacks from tourneys to six max. Hate us for nothing. Straight flush or bluffing. Please believe I'll be caking and crushing.